I made the fatal error of watching another probably riding video, which means that here I am out emulating him again. I watched his best 5 minutes of your day video where he suggested that riding a bike for 5 minutes would be the best thing you could do. And so I left the house for a 5-minute ride down to netball, and before you know it, I found myself in Tahitai. And we've just seen it's their markets in a weekend. Tahitai is a village up the road from where I live, and it's quite posh. But I've followed a road I've not been down before, again at the suggestion of probably riding, and I found myself at a cultural reserve. This is at the confluence of a bunch of roads and a major motorway network, and hidden in here is a cultural reserve, which I'm pretty stoked to find because I learned the name of Tahitai, where it came from. It is to strap a child to you, so tama child, here to lash, and there is a famous Māori wahine who swam across the Waikato River near here with a kid on her back, which sounds pretty rad. Following a road I've not been down before, I get spat out onto a pretty ugly busy road section. Good news, I found a 10mm spanner on the side of the road. Bad news, I found a flat tyre. But I found a cute little spot here to pull over and see if I can fix this flat. And I don't have anything on the bike other than just a puncture repair kit, no tools apart from that 10mm I just found, so the first challenge was getting the bead off. And that fought me a bit, but I got there and I was pretty excited about that. Wasn't able to get the other bead off, so then I grabbed that 10mm spanner I found again and used the blunt end as a tyre lever just to get the bead over the rim and get the tube out. As I said, I left the house with nothing to do apart from to go for a 5-minute ride, and this 5-minute ride turns into 30 k's after a while, which is pretty fun because I'm on my Fixie. Left the house in a gilet and jeans with a pair of Hydro Mocs, and it turned out to be a great day to ride with just a few scattered showers. I managed to get the tube out eventually, and then wanted to make sure I didn't have anything stuck in the tyre. I had a horror night riding home from work in Northern Ireland once, and I got about 5 punctures in a row, and it was because I had thorns stuck in the tyre carcass. But I got that piece of glass out, found the hole, and found a patch. And so all in all, this puncture repair went pretty well for doing it old school, just leaving the wheel where it is and pulling the tube out beside it. And I'm stoked that the frame pump that I haven't had any reason to test works. These WTB Horizons are 650 by 47, and they've been great. Super fast, super comfy, super puncture resistant. I've liked them a lot. I was pretty stoked that I was able to get this bead back on, and that the bead seated with just the frame pump that I had, because it's technically a tubeless tyre and a tubeless rim, but it seated well with the tube. I've had some horrors in the past with this setup. But we're going to finish up, put this frame pump back on. We're going to head into Hamilton City now, and from Tahitai to Hamilton you do end up, unless you take the really nice river ride, in a bit of an ugly way to get into town. This is a pair of, well, they were 2 roundabouts, but now they're a roundabout and an intersection, which is dual carriageway, which you can't really avoid. I've chosen not to jump on the dual carriageway here. And yeah, glad to make it to the dedicated cycleway here, and I wish they would open this bridge. I can't wait to ride across it. I don't know why. I just really want to ride that bridge. But 5 more K, we'll find ourselves in Hamilton City Centre, so let's go that way. I've spent half an hour sheltering in this underpass before when it's raining, and shortly we'll come through Hamilton East and then pop up into Hamilton Central CBD. The cranes on the horizon here are a theatre project which they're doing. The theatre doesn't normally live in the CBD, but they're building a theatre in the CBD. And I went looking for a cafe because it's about lunchtime and I'm hungry. My favourite cafe selling my favourite roasters beans, Copy, which sells rocket beans, is shut. But I banked on Cream being open. And Cream is in Garden Place in Hamilton. And lock up this early because Cream was open. And this is great news. Love this bike, by the way. Fixie with the gear, 650B. That's cool to me. But I was getting hungry by now. I'd been on the bike for a little while and I hadn't eaten all day. And so I would check the menu and I ended up with a full cream, which is essentially their full English breakfast. I think when you hit middle age, you need a new hobby. But done quite fashionably. This is a cream. It's a great spot. I was flicking through a cookbook and I found another cafe. That is a photo in the entranceway to Seashore Cabaret in Petone. Bathroom selfie, and I just love the vibe of this place. This is an old building that has been revitalised by the Stark family. They are property magnates in Hamilton and they do really nice work just bringing older buildings back to life in quite a cool style. And so because I was at Cream, I got some cream for my Americano. And I found a banana bread recipe which gave me some inspiration for the afternoon. This is their version of the full English. Goodness me, it's good. Bit of a challenge for Clean Play Club, but I nailed it. And I picked up a passenger along the way. This is one of my daughters, whose mum is in town doing some birthday shopping and dropped her off to me. And so, what shall we do? We'll catch the bus home together. The local bus service from my town to Hamilton and back has a bike rack on the front, which I always feel a bit trepidatious using. But there it is, strapped on, see you later, and we're on the bus. And if you ask me what a musette is for, it is Mandarin Peel. This is a pretty exciting bus for us because it's EV, and they're only recently in service between Hamilton and Cambridge, but we're on the EV bus. Stopping at the velodrome, which means we're pretty close to home now. And then into Cambridge and home. We are the last stop on this bus, and the bus driver very kindly asked my daughter if she wanted to sit in the seat and opened the door for her dad. So that was rad. She's feeling pretty clever today. And bike check. So as I said, this is a Surly Steamroller 56 Fixie frame. It used to be yellow. Painted it white and then put some blue and pink splatter on it, which I thought was fun. And it's got a disc trucker 26-inch front fork, which works perfectly. It keeps the GO and the rake and everything just mint, which means I can slap on a front brake. And I built up a pair of DT Swiss wheels. I just wanted matching DT Swiss rims, and a 650B track wheel wasn't really a thing. Thompson on this stuff with a setback seat post stem and downhill bar. And one of my favourite things about the whole bike is this MKS chain tug, and I love my rotor cranks. And so I love this bike. It just comes off the wall if I need to go somewhere and I don't know what I want to ride. Someone mentioned my sunglasses in another video, and I just wanted to point out that if you get them wet and you clean them, they still look wet because they react to the light. But hey, I've got some banana bread to make. Thanks for watching. See you later.